Hello and welcome to the Respiratory 200 Disease States course. My name is Dr. Curtis Miller. I'm the Program Director for Respiratory Therapy, and I'm going to take you on a little guided tour of how to navigate your course shell in D2L Brightspace. When you log into D2L Brightspace, this is the home page that you will see. What you will find here are news items. There is a welcome. There is information about the lockdown browser. This is used for exams. And any other new items that need to be listed will show up in the news items. On the right hand side you'll see my contact information. My email is there, my office phone number, and a link if you need to schedule an appointment with me. Below that, you will see the calendar. All of your assignments, exams, discussions will be listed in the calendar for you to review. Next, you want to click on the Content tab across the top. And when you do, that will take you to a place that says Start Here. There's a welcome message from me. Please take the time to watch the video. Navigating the course. If you need to come back to listen to this discussion more so that you know how to find something in the course, you can access this video here. Here is a link for D2L and technology help. If you're having problems with D2L Brightspace or other types of technology, you can click on here. It will show you some tutorials, how to contact the help desk for D2L, how to contact the help desk for HAC. You can navigate back by using the Content button again, or you can click back here where it says Start Here. You're just going back one step. The next tab is Academic Resources. When you click on this, resources that you will need for being a successful student at HAC are listed here. How to reach the tutoring office, Learning Commons and library, student services, and accessibility links. And finally, under the Start Here is the syllabus. Please make sure you take the time to read the syllabus. If you have any questions about the syllabus, please do not hesitate to ask. All of the information that you need for the course is contained within the syllabus. Once you have gone through the Start Here, you're going to want to start with week 1. Now, all of the weeks are the same layout, so we'll just go through the first week. So if you click on that, you will see that it comes up with an overview. There is a video here. Each week I explain to you what we're going to be covering, how to navigate through that week, and any potential problems that may be coming up. So make sure that you watch the video. Then you're going to click on the checklist. This checklist is very helpful for you to make sure that you don't forget anything. So you're going to be able to click off things that you've done once you watch the video. Once you've reviewed the learning objectives, you've done your assigned reading, Now the next part are the learning objectives. You want to click on the learning objectives each week, and you want to read the learning objectives for that week. I will tell you that you cannot watch or look at the learning objectives until you have watched the weekly video. After you have read through the learning objectives, then you can go to the next section which says assigned reading. Again, you cannot look at the assigned reading until you have done the learning objectives. The required reading each week is a checklist that you can use. The books are listed there, the chapters that are required for the week. Once you have completed your assigned reading, you are then able to go to the next section, which is the lesson content. In the lesson content, you will watch the videos that are listed. I have them numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. Please watch them in that order. You will not be able to start with video number 1 until you have done the required reading part. You will not be able to watch video number 2 until you have watched video number 1. For the end of that week, or the beginning, whichever you prefer, there is a weekly discussion. So we go back up to the main area, and you click on discussions. In the first week, there is a welcome discussion. Please take some time to introduce yourself to us so that we know who you are, something about you, your hobbies, what's your favorite food, something interesting. Then each week, there is a discussion. You will choose either question A or question B. It depends on which one you find more interesting. If you answer question A, you have to put your response in first before you can see anyone else's responses. But then you stick with question A for that week. So you do not answer both questions. You only answer question A or question B, and you continue your discussion within the question that you have answered. This gives you an option if one type of question is a little more appealing to you than the other. And please make sure that you are responding appropriately so that it creates discussion. We want to make sure that this gets you to think about things in a different way. There's no right or wrong way to answer these questions. But put some thought into it and put some meaning into your responses so that it's just like having a discussion in the classroom. There is a rubric for each discussion. So if you click on the question, you will see the Respiratory 200 discussion rubric is listed. Please make sure to refer to the rubric if you have any questions. So you will have a discussion every week. Next are the quizzes. Move across the ribbon at the top, you will come to quizzes. There is a quiz to test the Lockdown browser on your computer. You must download the Lockdown browser and utilize that whenever you're taking your exam. So once you've done that, come back and do this little quiz to make sure that you know how to use it, that there's no glitches in your system, and that it works appropriately before you get to exam number 1. There is an exam each week. Please make sure you note the dates of when those exams are due and when they open, so that you do not miss any of the exam dates. There are no makeup exams. The exams make up 75% of your grade. Discussions make up the other 25%. As per the syllabus, you cannot pass the course with a failing grade in your quizzes, but your discussions raise your grade to a passing grade. You cannot pass the course just because you participate in the discussions, but you cannot show proficiency in the material on the exams. If you have any questions about this, please refer to your syllabus, or please make an appointment to meet with me. The next part across the tab is grades. When you click upon this, you will see all of your grades listed. There is an app, if you wish to use, called Pulse app, to stay up to date with your grades. Some students like to use it, some do not. But all of your grades are listed here. I strongly encourage you to make sure that you check on your status on a regular basis to see if you have any problems. Because this is a mini-mester, things will move rather quickly. You don't want to get behind in this class because catching up can be a real problem. And the last piece is resources. This tab has lots of resources for you. I encourage you to check all of them out. You can access your calendar. You can look at the class list. It will show you who's online. There are Zoom resources, Brightspace resources, and things about the Hack Learning Commons. This is how you navigate this course. If you have any questions that come up, please refer to your syllabus. In the content area, under Overview, these are the learning objectives for the course. Please make sure that you are aware of those objectives. There's also course schedule. This will also show you things that are coming up for the week or for the full term. As I said, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, or you can post the question under the discussion area. At the very bottom, there is a section that says questions for the instructor. You may post questions there so that I can answer them and everyone can benefit from them. I hope you have a great semester, and I look forward to working with you in this class.